I was digging through your Instagram. No, it wasn't anything bad.
Most people say I'm crazy from my Instagram.
No, but I'm like, Tami, or I'll say Tami must be going through something today. Or
everybody says the same thing. Don't worry, she's just crazy. Today is just a day to curse people out, and tomorrow she'll be thanking the Lord.
Yeah. So I think, so I'm like, oh, she's having a good day, or she's in a good place, or something must have happened. I feel like I don't know you like that, but I feel like I can read
relate.
you. Yeah,
you can read a little bit. Yeah.
So I was digging through there, and then I noticed it was some buzz about your weight loss.
Yes. Okay, we can address this. Everybody saw me have smart lipo on the show. It's no fucking secret. And I was trying not to curse, but I had to let one slide. Okay, so they saw that on the show, but I had not been diagnosed. I was literally thinking, like, why am I gaining so much weight? I'm going to have to figure out a way around this. What's happening? And so I had smart lipo on the show. A year later, I was diagnosed with diabetes type 2, and I just start, losing weight. I mean, it's just what happens when you can either go this way or you can go that way. I started off gaining weight, but didn't even know I had
diabetes.
The disease. So once I found out, I still didn't really honor the fact that I had it. People saw me still be even bigger. You know what I mean? After I had the smart lipo. People know I signed on with Envy, and I was taking that.
That's what I thought it was.
And I lost some weight. I lost about 42 pounds using Envy, but I was still a big girl. Like I'm 5'9.5". So even with Envy, I still only got to a size 10 or 12. You know what I mean? And then I just continued to eat and not really care. I have a very flippant attitude sometimes when it comes to sickness and illness, because I'm like one of those people, like, I'm not sick, I'm gonna be all right. And that mindset was very detrimental. And it wasn't until I started working on EXTANT, and I was talking to Halle, who's also a diabetic, and she said, Tami, the truth of the matter is you either want to live or you want to die. Like, you can continue thinking the way you think and doing what you're doing, but you're not going to be here long. And that really hit home for me, because this is a woman who's battled with it all her life. I'm just being diagnosed, and it's like, Tami, you have 2 daughters, your mom's not here anymore, you have to get serious. So I changed up my whole diet and eating and trying to be healthy and live right, and now people say I'm too skinny. Now I'm a bobblehead. So it's like, you can't, when I was the big girl, it was like, she need to get it together and get her life. She need to lose 20 pounds. Now that I'm skinny, it's like, you need to put on 20
she
pounds.
She need to eat a sandwich.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Okay.
It's just kind of like, but I am a diabetic, and I deal with it every day, and I'm just happy to be on the right course and doing the right things for my health. Now, if one of the adverse effects of that is that I'm too skinny to some people, I can't help you. Right. Because I want to live. Right.
Do you bleach your skin? I saw that on social media too.
No, I don't bleach my skin. You know what? I'm going to curse my makeup.
No, you don't look like it. But I have to ask when I'm sifting through the comments.
No, I do not bleach my skin.
Okay.
I think that is not a process that most African Americans partake in. We're happy with our shades and, the levels of extravagant color that we have. I'm very happy with my shade.
Okay. But you heard that though, right?
I did hear that.
I didn't want to be...
And it was, the picture that was out there was for a makeup line.
Okay.
And the makeup artist did my makeup, and they had me under fluorescent light, and then the flash from the iPhone camera just looked kind of washed out, and people thought I was bleaching my skin. And I have not had a nose job. I have not had a facelift.
Yeah, but I didn't hear that. It's a sign. I'm all in her face too.
When my makeup artist contours me, they say I have a nose job. If she puts my eyeliner on a different way, then I've had a facelift.
But your face does look young though, Tami. I'm gonna tell you that.
But you know what? That's just
the blackness,
the blessings of
the black
Lord.
Jeans.
Yeah. Yes, and Nadine Buford. No, but I feel like I'm aging backwards. I feel like I'm healthy. I'm doing the right things for my body, my skin, and all that stuff. So thank y'all.
Yeah, but I missed the nose job. Okay, I think that's all the this is kind of old.
I'm not a lesbian either.
I didn't hear that.
Okay, good. We're gonna skip that. I was trying to think of everything you could have done.
But usually it's, but yeah, when I ask people the craziest rumor they heard about themselves, it's usually like they're gay or they're lesbian.
Yeah.
How is your relationship with Tiffany?
That's who most people said.
That's who you were.
Yeah,
I thought that was just your girlfriend, like a girlfriend.
She's like one of my best friends.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Okay, because you allegedly broke up her relationship.
Yeah, because we were supposed to be involved with each other.
I'm not even being fake phony. I forgot about that, but I just knew that there was a disagreement between. Okay, I heard that there was maybe there's a disagreement between you and Game.
Right.
I heard that he had said that you had broke up with him, but I forgot the lesbian part.
Yeah.
And I think that you and Tiffany are friends.
Yeah.
So I was wondering how that friendship was, but I missed the whole lesbian part. Really feel bad about it now.
Yeah,
okay, but can you clarify whatever?
Well, Tiffany was one of my best friends.
Okay.
And I think that sometimes when I'm a very strong personality, and so sometimes when men and women have issues in their relationship, and then you inject a best friend who's very strong and opinionated, they don't like that friend because they know that friend is telling you the real about your situation. So I think that's why he was upset with me. Although we have since talked.
Okay.
We have mended fences.
Okay.
There's, like, we have no issues. Like, he came to terms with, it's not you. Like, we got to work on our situation. So he kind of took me out of the fold,
equation.
Thank God. And Game, I've always respected him, never had an issue with him, and that's the road we're now on today. And Tiffany's still a friend.
Okay, Tiffany's a friend.
Yeah.
I have some general life questions, no more controversy,
okay.
Or lesbian questions.
Thank you.
What's your biggest fear?
My biggest fear is being alone. I am my daughter, an empty nester. My daughters are out of the house. Relationship wise, I'm very I don't want to say choosy, but choosy in what I want to have in my space. And so my mom's not here anymore, so my biggest fear is that I'll grow old alone.
I don't think people really admit that.
You ain't never talked to a real bitch before,
because someone and I have this conversation, another man and I have this conversation about, he says that he thinks sometimes women are just afraid to be by themselves. So maybe they choose the wrong guy, blah, blah, blah.
No, see, I will be by myself, but just fearful that that's what's going to be my fate, because I'm so like, I don't need to deal with this, keep it pushing. I'm that chick, but at the same time, I'm fearful, but I won't settle either.
Okay. What's the, I'll ask you that later. Who's your favorite celebrity, dead or alive?
Cicely Tyson. Yes.
Okay. What, were you about to expand on that?
What,
no.
Did you need me to expand, or
we can keep it moving, because I like Cicely. We can keep it moving. What is, I'm sure your mother taught you a lot, but what is the one lesson that you like hold dear that your mother taught you?
My mother always taught me to have integrity and to stand on your word. Like, your word is your bond. Money's going to come, money's going to go. People are going to come, people are going to go, but people have to believe what you're saying. They have to feel that whatever comes out of your mouth, that's the truth, and that you've kept it real and you've been honest and have a level of integrity within that.
Okay. What lesson in life took you the longest to learn?
Let me see here. There's several. Let me see what's the biggest one, because I feel like I'm still learning.
Right.
Took me the longest to learn. I'm still learning. Like, I don't feel like I'm 100% on anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can see, I feel that way too, so I can see that.
Yeah, I can't say like I definitively have learned this.
Right.
Because I know that
then tomorrow.
Yeah, you're doing something else and it contradicts what you just said. So
right.
I'll just stick with I'm still learning.
Okay. What's your biggest vice?
Liars.
No, what's your biggest vice? Like what like do you
what's the main, okay, let me see. Sex.
Okay. I think that's the first time I think that's the first time I heard from a woman. When is the last time you got into a physical fight?
Physically, it would be Mika. Basketball Wives season 3. Yeah, that was the last physical altercation.
I always just remember the other fight. You only got in 2 fights, right?
I only got in 2 fights.
Okay, all right. What's the biggest misconception about who you are?
I think that people think that I am a fighter. You know, I am confrontational, but I'm not combative. I am brash, but I'm not, overly aggressive when I'm dealing with people on a regular basis. And I think that people take the imagery that was put on Basketball Wives and they think that's all I am. At the end of the day, I'm a mom. I go to church. I have friends that I ain't never gotten an argument with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't walk around with boxing gloves off. I'm not going to walk up and, that'll get you pop, girl. That'll get you pop, girl. Like on repeat. That's not who I am. Those are elements to my personality, and I think people mix it up.
If you had to pick one song as the soundtrack for your entire life.
That's a good one, Jasmine. Lifestyle by Rich Gang. Done a lot of shit to live this lifestyle.
Oh my gosh, what an answer. Last question before we move on. That's so funny. Last question. If you could ask God one question and he'd answer loud and clear, what would you ask him?
I would ask him why he chose to take my mother, who was a very loving spirit, who helped everybody she came in contact with. Why would he subject her to such a terrible way of leaving Earth?
To go. Okay. That's deep.
Yeah.
Deep.